Hey, what's up, my YouTube fam? I'm back. This is Larry with Invest and Build Your Credit and Wealth, and we're going to be talking about two exciting stocks that I definitely think something that you may want to be doing your research on, and maybe something you want to add to your portfolio. I've already been investing in these companies, and I'm going to continue to build out my position. I am very bullish on both of these companies, and we're definitely going to talk about why that I'm definitely very bullish on these companies. But first, hey, you know the deal. We always want to talk and tell people thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for coming and listening to my videos. I really appreciate all that you do, taking the time out. It's very important for me that I make these videos for you, and it's very important for me for you to get something out of them. Go out, do your own research on these stocks, and hopefully make a lot of money, because we're all about investing to be a million. That's all we're about. Again, the end of this month, I'm going to be showing you my portfolio. And at the end of every month, I'm going to show you my growth in my portfolio. And I'm even doing a spreadsheet that I'm starting in January, just to share on day-to-day ups and downs, and how at the end of the month, how much I came out making. So being more transparent, really kind of inviting people and understanding people to get out and invest your money, put your money to work. It's nothing like your money working for you and you not working for your money. But this is what this channel is all about. So, hey, again, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the thumbs up that you like the channel. Please share the channel, hit the bell for notifications for future videos, right? So please come out and just hang out with Larry, and we all can invest to be a millionaire. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, so that's why I'm big on do your research. Any information that I obtain, no matter who it's from, I go do my research and see how do I view it, and do I view it in the same manner that they view it. So let's just keep it real. You know what I mean? I could give you a lot of information. This is the information I researched. What I did for me to go in and really be bullish on this stock. I'm a long-term investor. I really don't do day trading and short trading. Yes, I get in and out of positions. If I feel like the model and the company is struggling, or there's been a change in leadership, or some factor that I feel like that I need to get out. I've made some bad choices getting out of stocks that end up blowing up. But it's all for us to invest with. It's all of us taking the time, learning from our mistakes, growing, and being patient. The stock market, especially when we're dealing with some of these startup companies, is patience. Believe in and have patience, and continue to build out your position. Continue to do it, because eventually, if it's a good company under good leadership that is coming into the market, it can be a disruptor, or to be in a market and make a space for the company within that market. Continue to invest your money and be patient. It will pay off. And it has paid off for me for other ones that I've stayed in and not gave up on. Maybe up 500, 600%. So it's great to be patient, right? So listen, the two stocks that we're going to be talking about today is Alpine Holdings, and we're going to be talking about HUMBL, right? Two stocks that we're going to do a little bit of a somewhat of a deep dive. I'm not going to get too much into the financials, because they're startup companies, and sometimes the financials can be misleading because they're not really making that money. They're still growing. There may be at some time may dilute their shares and bring in more profits to continue to grow the business and the technology. So I typically like to get into the news and what the company is based on, what is the principles, and what market they're in, and why they're trying to definitely hit the market. So we're definitely going to talk about that. So first, we're going to talk about Alpine's technology, right? So we're gonna definitely, you may see me look over, because I really took some good detailed notes, and I don't want to be missing out passing you this information on to you. So excuse me. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is Alpines. Right now, the stock is at $6.88. That was the close on Friday. So today is Sunday, the 21st of February. So when market opens, we're going to see what's going on. But I'm definitely going to be investing some more money into these two companies come Monday morning. I'm definitely going to be taking out another drop and another to create and build another large, just increase the position that I already have. So what is Alpine for? Is it for y'all or not that may be new to the company, haven't been following the company? It is a technology holding company, right, providing electronic contract manufacturing solutions in the United States. The company also offers automotive technology, including the Sixth Sense Auto, a connected car technology that provides various advantages to management, sales, finance, and service departments in the automotive and dealership industry. And also, this company has bought in and took over going into the drone manufacturing. We're going to get why it's so important about this company, really United States company, the only one in the United States that could be a manufacturer of the drones, and we're going to talk about that. So Alpine added its commercial drone holding when it with this acquisition of Varus. There's a drone Varus VAYU Varus. These drones that definitely and we'll talk about some of the schematics of them, but they also added that to what their company, the principles of their company, what is big, and we're going to talk about why it was so big. So let's get in. Veyron is building a high performance vertically take off and landing hybrid propulsion based autonomous aircraft. The customers are partnering range from public and private entities in Australia, Canada, and Sahara Africa, and in various other sectors from critical medical supply, transport, to just building out an infrastructure. So I went on and I'm going to show you a little bit toward the end. I'm going to show you a short little skit on what they're doing in some third world countries to get medical supplies out where it's just so difficult for vehicles and aircraft and stuff like that. And the cost of it reduces the cost dramatically, being able to transport these supplies out to these areas that are definitely hard to get to. And I have a little short video that I'm gonna tell you. But these drones and them taking on is something that's really big. In December of the 18th, another good thing is the U.S. Department of Commerce announced that several companies, including Chinese drone maker DJI, and this is why we're going to talk about why it's so important about this company and why I'm so bullish on it, had been added to the blacklist from selling its products in the U.S. So now there's going to be an issue. So even though those products may be still in the U.S., those people that have bought that product may start having a difficult time with supplies and products that from there, because they have been blacklisted and no longer able to sell that product in the United States. So that opens up an opportunity for Alpine for technology. And that's another reason why I'm so bullish. That company was a major distributor globally. Now you're opening up for Alpine to be able to take advantage of a space that's starting to be vacated, especially in the United States and then globally, because of what they can do with their sales. So, and being able to distribute their product. So that is another reason why I'm definitely very bullish on this company. A lot of this information, you can look this up on Seeking Alpha. You got to dig into some of the highlighted things that will take you to another website. So you really have to dig deep when you're looking for all this information. Now, the long-term impact of this worldwide drone market, it's hard to predict. Anything is really hard to predict, right? So I can't tell you how it's going to affect it globally, but I can say when you start getting delisted and because of, and nobody knows, the United States is not really saying why they delisted this company, but in most cases it's probably for security reasons, national security reasons. There was something probably about the company that they didn't like, didn't trust, didn't understand, so they thought it was probably safer not allowing that product to be here in the United States. Me personally, being ex-military, retired, doing 20 years in the Army, maybe it was because of the technology in there. Is it things that they could be flying over, being able to transport information out of the United States? That's just my personal opinion, no proof, nothing is saying that it does, but that's, what I would think why the United States, because anything when you're dealing with drones, there's a lot of information. It's autonomous, cameras, recording devices, all that type of stuff. So, I just think that's probably one of the reasons it's probably happened, but who really knows, right? Who really knows? And I can't say, I'm not in a position to make it, but I'm just giving my opinion, right? So because of that delisting, it's gonna open up, and it's gonna have some major impacts to their company, right? Which is gonna open up opportunity for Alpine Ford Technologies. There is a chance that we may start seeing, new companies start appearing because this drone space is being vacated. Here we go. Alpine Ford Technologies is stepping into that space. And because they acquired, right, the acquisition of value, those drones, that is telling you that they see an opportunity, right? And with drones, listen, I talk to people all the time, and I say, listen, you got to pay attention to where we're moving at with technology. You're going to start having drones delivering, packages to your house. Everything is about reducing costs. Businesses are about reducing costs, right? Don't get it twisted. They are about reducing costs. And anytime a technology comes along and it's going to be reducing your cost dramatically, meaning a UPS driver could have certain packages, have two or three, have a drone take off, deliver a package. He's over here delivering a package. He doesn't have to go over there. The drone comes back. He gives another package. He sends it out, put the coordination in. I'm telling you, it's happening. It's already, some companies are already doing it. You can look it up. FedEx is doing it in some markets. It is happening, and it's going to continue to grow. So getting into this drone space is definitely something that I think we all should be looking at. And I'm definitely bullish on this company, and I'm definitely be dropping some of them bones up in this stock, because it is a technology we will continue to do. You order medicine. How do you think CVS or Walgreens have drones, and they, you want a drone delivery of your medicine, instead of you driving up there, that they deliver and drop your medicine off at your front door? Think about, the possibilities. That's how we make money. Understanding and thinking about the possibilities of something and jumping into it. My motto, don't get to the party late, because if you get to the party late, the food been scravenged, the drinks are gone, and everybody tired, the party then kind of settled down. Get to the party early, right? And I'm one of them people, I like to get to the party early. I see an opportunity, I'm about to start smash. I'm be like the Hulk. I'm gonna start smash. And this is a stock that I'm definitely starting to smash on. Some other things is the quality circuit assembly, the QC, has already booked 1.5 million in new works with just its EV division. So they're definitely going out and acquiring, better, more opportunity contracts to continue to grow their company. So the other thing we want to let's get into the drone. So they have a drone that's a G2 and a G1. The G2 drone payload is about 45 pounds, a range of 620 miles, a 10-hour max speed of 111 hours, adoptable and removable payloads. The G1 vertically takes off and lands. It's a delivery drone, 11-pound range at 497 miles and a flight time of 8 hours with a max speed. So just to kind of go, those are kind of the schematics of this the drone. So hey, you got you like I say, you have some medicine that needs to get delivered to you, and you are 50 miles away. You don't want to drive 50 miles, especially in these rural areas where you have to definitely drive. I am telling you, it will start taking place, right? So where are you going to be at? Are you going to get to the party early? Are you going to just wait? So this is definitely a company I'm very bullish on. I'm a long-term investor. I'm going to continue to drop them bones up in this stock and continue to grow out my position. Now, small drones will be allowed to fly over people at night in the United States. The Federal Aviation Administration, the FAA, said on Monday a significant step forward toward their use for widespread commercial deliveries. So start paying attention. The FAA is starting to look in the regulations for these drones and flight areas and start, orchestrating that whole flight, how the drones are going to be able to deliver, to particular places and flight zones and all that other type of stuff. So that's another reason why I'm definitely very bullish. When you got the FAA and, those regulations are moving toward allowing that type of activity, man, you see we're moving in that direction, right? So where are we going to be at with and how we're going to be investing our money? So I'm definitely looking at all the schematics. Like, again, I'm not doing so much into the financials because it's a new company, and sometimes we get too caught up in the financials. And then once the financials hit place, now the stock price is written up and we decrease the amount of gains we have because we got late to the party. So that's another thing that I'm looking. The FAA said it's along the way the rules for the drones, also known as unmanned aerial vehicles, will address security concerns, but requiring remote identification technology in most cases is enable their identification from the ground. So there again, technology is gonna, for their concerns, they're understanding there's other technologies that are gonna be put in place to be able to identify these drones, when from the ground, right? So another good step forward that the FAA is doing that I really like. The rules would take effect 60 days after publications in the Federal Registry in January. Drone manufacturers will have 18 months to begin producing drones with remote ID, right? And operate will have an additional year to provide remote IDs. So what they want to do is they want to make sure every drone can be identified with a remote ID. So again, you see the technology moving forward. You're seeing the steps that the FAA is taking to be able to make these drones something, will really make the industry grow and continue to grow. Another reason why I'm definitely bullish on this company. The next thing is Alpine Ford Technology stock has risen 1,900% in 4 weeks as of December the 15th. The stock price isn't high. You got to really, it went from, this is the thing about getting to a party early. This stock went from 4 cents to $6.88 today. Just think about that. So everybody just went in and got in this stock at 8 cents, 10 cents, 50 cents. Man, they've already 20x their money. And this company still has a lot further to go. So again, you definitely want to get into this stock. You definitely want to grow and get in. And this company, I see this company really, really, I can see you 10x and 20x in your money if you're getting in now. So I'm going to show you a short little video on, what they're doing over in Africa. Excuse some of the little breaks with commercials. Just trying to find a good, clean video is definitely very difficult, but just pay attention to the content. All right, and I'll be back.
but sometimes struggling humans. The population has been ravaged by easily curable diseases due to the prohibitive costs of medical transport. Now a team of doctors has found a workaround over by using drones. Here's ABC's Alex Marquardt.
Some paracetamol.
Box after box of medical supplies packed up. Generators, camping gear, food and water strapped to the roof of a bus.
This is essentially the support mission for getting the medicines that are in those 2 boxes to the people who need it.
We're on our way to a poor remote village to see why this man, Dr. Peter Small, who's a tuberculosis specialist, is so excited. Madagascar is one of the most beautiful and impoverished countries on Earth. Diseases easily treated and cured by modern medicine are still spreading unchecked through isolated communities here.
This village typifies the challenge that's faced in delivering healthcare in remote areas and using innovative technology to see if we can leap over the roadblocks between here and those villages.
Dr. Small actually wants to soar over those roadblocks using technology originally developed for war and now seen everywhere, drones. The drone here was designed by a Michigan-based company called Vayu, which has worked with USAID, the brainchild of Daniel Pepper, who came up with the idea while living in rural India.
A drone could do the job and obviate the need for extensive travel at considerable risk, at considerable cost, sacrificing daily wages, or if they're farmers, having to give up a day in their fields.
The Vayu drone takes off like a quadcopter, can fly 40 miles like a plane with a 5-pound payload, and land vertically, ferrying samples, tests, and medication, eliminating visits to a clinic, all in mere minutes, met with wide-eyed fascination and excitement. You see this as a scalable technology that can be used around the world and for a variety of medical conditions?
I think it's highest yield in rural areas of developing countries, specifically where you have hilly terrains and poor roads. We can fly there, pick up lab samples, fly back in the same afternoon, and diagnose a disease and transport medicines by that evening. That's unthinkable at the moment.
All right, I'm back. All right, just that little video, but that concludes like Alpine. Definitely something you want to look into, and maybe something you may want to add to your portfolio if you're down. But do your research. You know the deal. Get to the party, right? Ain't nothing like a good party. Ain't nothing like a good party. But anyway, second stock, we're gonna talk about HUMBL, HUMBL. This is another one I'm definitely very, very, very bullish on, and we're gonna talk about why there. Right, another fintech company. Right, we know there's plenty of them out there. You got Square, PayPal, Venmo. You got Cash App. Which is part of PayPal, all that. So you got all those, but this is a little special one that I think is gonna position themselves to really be a disruptor in the market, and we're gonna talk a little bit about why that they will be. So let's talk about it. So this stock right now is $1.07. Just in the last month, it's been up about 168%. 52-week high about $1.93. So again, this is one I'm definitely very bullish on. I think this stock can definitely really take off, and we're going to talk about why and what separate them from some of the other fintech companies that are out there. So like I say, you got to dig deep when you look at these companies, right? Don't just go to, get into what the company does, get to their go to their actual website, really dig down into their investment notes and the stuff that they put out for their investors, and see what's at, and dig deep in what the company's plans are, and what's going to make this company strive in the market that is entering in. And those are the things that I look at, right? So let's talk about, HUMBL is the next big thing in fintech, right? It will be to me, I think it's going to disrupt the fintech industry because of certain things that they do that some other ones don't do, and we're going to talk about that. Let's talk about the numbers, right? The number of digital wallets used globally has increased from 2.3 billion in 2019 to 4 billion by 2024. That's crazy, that amount. And we're just talking about over the next 5 years how this industry is going to continually grow massively. Transactions will grow nearly 1.1 trillion by 2023, and from 708 billion in 2019. And this is according to the World Payment Report in 2020. So from that report, that's where that number comes from. In 2021, nothing excites me Nothing excites me more than a fintech startup with disruptive business model leverage in blockchain to fill the supply-demand gap left by Square, PayPal. That block they are leaving a space open for HUMBL in this fintech community. This is another reason I'm bullish on it. HUMBL has built enough to become a dominant player in the international P2P, which is peer-to-peer money transfer business, right? HUMBL is a house that is built on copper piping. Venmo, Cash App built their infrastructure on legacy flat pipeline, whereas HUMBL built their house on blockchain technology. Now, that's where we're moving to, right? You got crypto. You see what's happening with crypto. You see where it's taken off. And more people are starting to be more and more confident about the direction of cryptocurrency, right? So now you got the insiders purchasing. You got Elon Musk purchasing blockchain, right? So pay attention. Things are moving in that direction. It should be a part of your portfolio if it is not. It should be a part of your portfolio if it is not. I repeat that. So definitely you need to start being more versatile. We all want stocks. We're in the stock, but now we need to make sure that we're, investing in the cryptocurrency side. So in this, why I like HUMBL is because of their direction to really house in the blockchain technology. And that's really important. But there's some more information that's going to be really good to make you say, So the next thing we want to talk about is HUMBL Marketplace. The hub is connected, it's merchant, and they're poised to patrons and HUMBL's financial to store and grow your money in blockchain ETFs, right? So I also want to be investing your money in blockchain ETFs. The other thing, and you can do this, excuse me, Venmo. You cannot wire any money in Venmo to Mexico. You don't even have to look. I'm posting something up for you, right? But that's the problem. So some of these other fintechs, you can't wire money globally, right? So if you don't believe me, go to Google and then type in, can Venmo transfer money to Mexico? Or wherever country you think it can, and see. Do your own research. That's me. I did my research. This is another reason why I'm bullish on this company, right? And it tells you Venmo does not wire money to Mexico. And the ones that do wire money globally, it is expensive to do. The one thing that HUMBL, ticker symbol HUMBL, wants to reduce that cost, where it is pennies to send your money globally. That's why I believe there will be a disruptor. Right. So let me read some other little things about it. It gets more complicated as you replace Venmo with Zelle, Square, Cash App, PayPal. As backwards as it may sound, there just isn't convenience, right? Nor a cheap way to send or receive money internationally. It's a problem. Venmo is limited to the U.S. Cash App only supports U.S. and Great Britain market, right? PayPal is not streamless. Alternate Mexico account required. Square is limited to less than 5 countries. Sending money overseas has always been slow, cumbersome, and expensive. Western Union, etc. All those companies are difficult to send money globally, right? You have to understand we are moving into we already have moved into a global economy. Not that we already. And now because of, think about it, cryptocurrency and how we can be able to move money, right? It's in a different way and not letting the banks control our money and our finances, right? We want to take our money away from them controlling it. This is another way that money will be transferred, right? Think about where we're going. Again, you don't want to be late to the party. You don't want to be late. So think about how money is going to be transferred and how money can be transferred globally, right? So think about that. Dig into what these companies, how can they send money globally? Where can they send money to? Can I send money to this country if I needed to? Can I do this? How can I move money? So think about the freedom of your money. And that's where we're moving to. And that's what's so great about cryptocurrency. This is where HUMBL comes in, right? They can send, exchange, receive, pay users in their app with the countries that have been largely ignored. Hence, the play on the words HUMBL does the following. It sends, receive, peer-to-peer customers to merchant, right? Eliminates the middleman, right? Excuse me, eliminates the middleman. HUMBL, but it is truly a nod to nod financial transaction, and that's what I was looking for in my notes. There are facilitators of your money and not the keepers of your money. Let me read that again to you. There are the facilitators of your money, not the keepers of your money. That's important, right? So they're also to be launched in 40 countries by February 2021. We're in February. So definitely they're looking to continue to grow their market. Some of the countries they're already in: India, Pan-Asia, Mexico, Latin America, Africa. Foreign governments significantly assigned perfectly with the global growth projections above. HUMBL is deep into Mexico, establishing a strategist alliance with India and in running its financial division out of the crypto center of a universal in Asia, right? So again, you have to look at how we're changing and how we are globally going to be moving money and how globally we want the access to move our money, right? So we don't want to be held down and regulated, right? So that's one thing about cryptocurrency. But hey, those are the 2 stocks I really wanted to talk about. Hey, do your research, because this is Larry. Hey, we invest to $1 million around here. We're all about investing and growing our wealth. So hey, please do your research. Hey, I appreciate you hanging out with me. Please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the bell. Let me know that you like this video, right? And let's continue to grow, and invest in our money to $1 million. And we all can do it by passing on good information and being able to invest our money and jumping in to stocks when they need to be jumped into. But hey, this is Larry. I got my little Houston Oiler hat on. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Hey, thank you very much for hanging out with me. And hey, stay tuned for the next video on how we can become and invest to $1 million. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much.